I was 1 year old when LWCF was brought into legislation. And we as the citizens said, we know there's going to be impacts from this offshore drilling. And the deal was made, we'll let those impacts happen, but we're going to mitigate with money to go and do work elsewhere. And now Congress, in this budget that we see, says, oh, that deal doesn't count anymore. And as a hunter, I'm like, wait a second. We made a deal.
That's right. Deal's a deal. You need to live up to that obligation. Why? Because there's incredible land out there that's going to be lost if we don't keep money into those funds. And who's the ultimate loser? It's the sportsmen. It's the general public. It's our clean water and clean air. Look, that fund should be funded at $900 million. So the offshore drilling was where that money was supposed to come from. And so working forward, working through this process, and it's a long process, but we need to get as many dollars as we can in the Land and Water Conservation Fund. Why? And you know this better than anybody. It allows for habitat, it allows for good fisheries, big game hunting, and if we can combine that with making public lands public bill, my bill, to invest 1.5% of that Land and Water Conservation Fund into just access issues, to be able to allow hunters and fishermen to be able to get back to areas where the habitat is so good. It can be a win-win deal. What happens when you zero these funds out is then that whole infrastructure that's working out there to try to undo these checkerboard areas goes away. And then you have to start all over again 2 years later or 4 years later. So I think it's really critically important that, quite frankly, the sportsmen get really active on this and, light up the emails, let folks know that this isn't just recreation, this is economy. This is about attracting business, this is about quality of life, this is about why we live in states like Montana, truthfully.